Children of all ages. We continue with our metric system. Please do not make the metric system any harder. We're using the same numbers. So in 28 liters, to change to milliliters, I'm going to start with the number 28. And I'm either going to multiply it or divide it by a power of 10. I don't have to do the math. I'm moving a decimal point. But wait. Eli A. 28 doesn't have a decimal point. What do I do?
Multiply.
That doesn't give it a decimal point.
Oh, divide.
That doesn't give it a decimal point. I need it to have a decimal point.
What a decimal.
Let me ask you this. Eli A, what number's in the ones place?
The 8.
The 8. The decimal point's always after the ones place. All right, now we're going from liters to milliliters. She is not here. Kara. Which is bigger, liters or milliliters?
Liters.
And we know liters. So we're changing what we know, which is liters, to what we don't know, which is milliliters, which tells me I have to multiply. Emily Kate, how many milliliters are in a liter? 1,000. That means I'm going to multiply it times 1,000. 28 times 1,000. Wit! What is 28 times 1,000?
28,000.
28,000. So 28 liters equals 28,000 milliliters. I'm not adding new numbers. I'm moving the decimal point. This one I moved the decimal point from behind the 8. So the 8 was in the ones place. I want it to be 1,000 times greater. So now the 8 is in the 1,000 place. All right. We're going to keep 326.4. Those numbers are going to stay in there. Those numbers are going to be in my answer. May have some zeros, may not have some zeros. But 3, 2, 6, and 4 are all going to be in my answer. Anthony, am I multiplying this or dividing this?
Dividing.
How do you know?
Because we're going from a smaller to a bigger.
All right, so we are dividing. And Anthony, not Anthony. Violet, what are we dividing by?
1,000.
By 1,000. So we need each number to be 1,000 less than it is. So Jaden, what is my answer to that? No, it already is. You can't. The 6 and the 4 got to be right next to each other. The 2 and the 6 got to be right next to each other. You can't space the numbers out. 3, 2, 6, and 4 are all going to be right beside each other. Which way am I going to move my decimal point?
To the right.
If I move it to the right,
To
it's
the left.
to the left. How many times to the left?
3.
3. If I move it 3 times to the left, 3,264 10,000ths. 3,264 10,000ths. Now, once again, we're using the same numbers. The 2, the 8, the 1, the 7, and the 3 all have to be beside each other in our answers. The decimal point will move. The decimal point will move. Joe, am I going to multiply or am I going to divide? How do you know?
Centimeters are smaller than meters.
Centimeters are smaller, meters are bigger. All right, thank you. AJ, which way am I moving my decimal point?
To the left.
How many times?
3 times.
3 times. Aiden, what's my answer?
2.8173.
No, I gotta move it 3 times. You moved it twice.
0.2.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't ask this question, did I? Okay, sorry, you might be right here. Aiden, how many centimeters in a meter? 100. So you're right. You were right. My bad. 100. DJ, what's my answer?
2.8173.
Good. 2 and 8,173 10,000ths. We're going to use these same numbers. 3, 2, 7, 4. They are going to be in my answer. I'm not going to change what they're next to. I can't add zeros between it. So, Maddie, am I going to multiply or divide? And how do you know? Divide, because it's smaller to bigger. Meters to kilometers, so I'm dividing. And what am I dividing by, Eli K?
You're dividing by 1,000.
1,000. How do you know?
Because meters are smaller than kilometers.
Well, yeah, but centimeters are smaller than kilometers too, and I wouldn't divide by 1,000.
It's because
There are 1,000 meters in a kilometer.
there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer.
Good, there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Kids, you gotta tell them everything today. All right, so I'm dividing by 1,000. So here, I could yell, she'd hear me. Anna, which direction am I moving my decimal point? To the left. How many places? 3. So I'm moving to the left 3. So Luke, what's my answer?
0.003274.
Good. 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 We have 86 7/10 grams to milligrams. That should be a 6. And we're either going to multiply or divide 86 7/10 by a power of 10. Liam, are we going to multiply or divide?
We're going to
Multiply is correct. Grams are bigger than milligrams. So we are going to multiply. We are going to multiply by what, Zoe? 1,000. Why? Good, because 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. And my answer is what, Ava? A little louder. Good, 86,700. See, now people watching on the tube of you think you told me the answer. That's why I did that way. And they're like, man, that Ava, she knows her stuff. Now we know we're going to have 21. And the number 2 and the 1 are going to be right beside each other. We can't be adding zeros all cattywampus in the middle of stuff. Because that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. So are we going to multiply or divide, Jackson?
We are going to. We're going to multiply.
Okay. Which is bigger, milligrams or grams?
Grams.
Okay. So we're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, which means we're going to, this is like a division sign. Here's the top circle. My heart's like the second circle. Divide. Eli, hey, where's my decimal point in the number 21? I gotta have a decimal point, Eli. Please tell me where it is.
Behind the one.
Behind the one, because the one's in the ones place. Thank you. Phew. I was panicking, Eli. And we're gonna divide. We're gonna divide by what, Maddie D? I don't know. How many milligrams in a gram, Maddie D? 1,000. I really thought he wouldn't call on me. I mean, I know Team Shake has my name in there. And I know he's asked a lot of questions, so probably about everybody's been called on. So 21 divided by 1,000 is what? Oh, Leilani's not here. Eli A. 21 divided by 1,000.
0.21? No, 0.000 point. Yeah.
0.021, or as we say once we get out of diapers, 21 thousandths. I don't know. The shakalaka de boom. Out piece. You I love. B's the save. Subscribe, please. Dr. Pepper, bring me.